Breaking news for SASSA Old Age Grant beneficiaries. In this comprehensive video, we'll explore the latest developments regarding potential double increases and early June payments. Stay tuned for crucial information that could significantly impact thousands of South African pensioners. We'll break down the facts, dispel rumors, and provide you with everything you need to know about these shocking developments. Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Before we dive into today's crucial information about SASSA Old Age Grant updates, please take a moment to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss our latest updates on SASSA grants and important social assistance news. Today, we are addressing some major developments that have been causing quite a stir among SASSA beneficiaries, particularly those receiving the Old Age Grant. There have been numerous reports and speculation about potential double increases and early June payments, and we are here to break down exactly what's happening and what it means for you. Let's start with the most pressing question on everyone's mind: is there really going to be a double increase in the SASSA Old Age Grant? This news has been circulating widely on social media and various news platforms, causing both excitement and confusion among beneficiaries. We've done extensive research and consulted with official SASSA sources to bring you the most accurate and up-to-date information. First and foremost, it's important to understand the context of these potential increases. The South African government has been under increasing pressure to address the rising cost of living and its impact on vulnerable citizens, particularly the elderly who rely on the Old Age Grant. The economic challenges faced by the country, including inflation and the after-effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, have made this discussion more relevant than ever. According to recent statements from the Department of Social Development, there are indeed discussions about implementing significant changes to the grant payment structure. However, it's crucial to note that these changes are still under review and haven't been officially confirmed. The concept of a double increase has been somewhat misinterpreted in some circles, so let's clarify what's actually being considered. The proposed changes would potentially involve a restructuring of the current payment system, rather than a simple doubling of the existing grant amount. The government is looking at various options to provide additional support to older citizens, particularly those who are most vulnerable and have no other source of income. This could include supplementary payments during specific months or adjusted payment schedules to better meet beneficiaries' needs. One of the most interesting aspects of these proposed changes is the possibility of early June payments. This has caught many beneficiaries' attention, as it could provide much-needed relief sooner than expected. However, there are important details about this that every beneficiary needs to understand. The early June payments proposition is part of a broader initiative to improve the efficiency of SASSA's payment systems and reduce the congestion often seen at payment points at the beginning of each month. This potential change isn't just about getting money to beneficiaries earlier, it's about creating a more streamlined and effective distribution system that benefits everyone involved. Let's delve deeper into what these changes could mean for different categories of beneficiaries. For those who receive their grants through bank accounts, the process might be slightly different from those who collect their payments at cash points or retailers. SASSA has been working to modernize its payment systems, and these potential changes would align with their digital transformation goals. It's worth noting that any significant changes to the grant system would need to go through proper legislative channels and receive appropriate budgetary approval. This means that while changes may be coming, they won't happen overnight. The government needs to ensure that any modifications to the current system are sustainable and properly funded. For beneficiaries wondering about the timing of these potential changes, we need to look at the broader economic context. The government's fiscal year, budget allocations, and various other factors all play a role in determining when and how these changes might be implemented. While there's significant pressure to provide additional support as soon as possible, proper planning and execution are crucial. There's also been considerable discussion about how these changes might affect different age groups within the Old Age Grant system. Currently, there are different payment amounts for beneficiaries over 75 years compared to those between 60 and 74 years. Any potential increases or changes would need to take these existing structures into account. One aspect that hasn't received as much attention but is equally important is the potential impact on linked services and benefits. Many old age grant recipients also qualify for other forms of assistance, and any changes to the primary grant structure could affect these additional benefits. It's crucial for beneficiaries to understand how all these elements work together. The possibility of early June payments has raised questions about the logistics of implementation. SASSA would need to coordinate with various stakeholders, including banks, retailers, and security companies, to ensure a smooth transition if this change is approved. The goal would be to prevent any disruption to the current payment system while implementing these improvements. For those concerned about how these changes might affect their current payment arrangements, it's important to note that SASSA typically provides adequate notice before implementing any significant changes. This allows beneficiaries time to make any necessary adjustments to their financial planning and arrangements. The potential double increase has also sparked discussions about the long-term sustainability of the grant system. While additional support is crucial for many beneficiaries, the government must balance this with fiscal responsibility and ensure that any increases can be maintained in the future. This is particularly important given the current economic challenges facing South Africa. One of the most significant aspects of these proposed changes is their potential impact on household poverty reduction. Many old age grant recipients support entire families with their grants, and any increase could have a multiplier effect in terms of poverty alleviation. This is one of the key factors being considered in the decision-making process. It's also worth addressing some of the misconceptions that have been circulating about these potential changes. Social media and word of mouth have led to some confusion about the exact nature of the proposed increases and early payments. It's crucial to rely on official SASSA communications and verified information sources rather than unconfirmed rumors. For beneficiaries who are wondering what steps they should take now, the most important thing is to ensure that all their SASSA information is up to date. This includes personal details, banking information, and preferred payment methods. Being prepared for any potential changes will help ensure a smooth transition if and when they are implemented. The role of technology in these proposed changes cannot be understated. SASSA has been working to modernize its systems and reduce reliance on cash payments. Any new payment structures or schedules would likely leverage these technological improvements to provide more efficient service delivery. Another important consideration is how these changes might affect different regions of the country. Urban and rural areas often face different challenges when it comes to grant distribution, and any modifications to the current system would need to account for these variations in access and infrastructure. The impact on SASSA's administrative capacity is also being carefully evaluated. Any significant changes to payment amounts or schedules would require additional resources and planning to implement effectively. This includes training staff, updating systems, and ensuring adequate support structures are in place. For beneficiaries who rely on caregivers or family members to assist with their grant collection, it's important to note that any changes would need to consider these arrangements. SASSA has always emphasized the importance of protecting vulnerable beneficiaries, and this would continue to be a priority under any new system. The potential economic impact of these changes extends beyond individual beneficiaries. Local economies, particularly in rural areas, often see increased activity around grant payment days. Any modifications to payment amounts or schedules could have broader implications for local businesses and communities. There's also been discussion about how these changes might align with other government initiatives aimed at supporting elderly citizens. This includes healthcare programs, community support services, and other social benefits that work in conjunction with the old age grant. For those wondering about the application process for any new benefits or increases, it's important to note that existing beneficiaries would likely be automatically considered for any approved changes. However, keeping documentation up to date and maintaining regular contact with SASSA is always advisable. The role of community organizations and social workers in supporting these potential changes is also significant. These stakeholders often play a crucial role in helping beneficiaries understand and adapt to new systems, and their input has been valuable in the planning process. Looking ahead, it's important for beneficiaries to stay informed about these developments. While we've covered the current state of these proposed changes, the situation continues to evolve, and new information may become available. This is why staying connected with official SASSA communications is crucial. As we conclude this detailed overview of the potential SASSA Old Age Grant changes, remember that any official announcements will be made through proper channels. While the prospect of increased support and earlier payments is encouraging, it's important to approach this information with patience and understanding of the complex processes involved. Before we end this video, let me remind you to stay tuned to our channel for the latest updates on this developing situation. If you found this information helpful, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification bell to ensure you're always up to date with the latest SASSA news and updates. Remember to share this video with anyone who might benefit from this information, especially those who receive the old age grant or have family members who do. Your support helps us reach more people who need this crucial information. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in our next video with more updates on SASSA grants and social assistance programs. Stay safe, and don't forget to check the description box below for additional resources and important links. Goodbye for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with the latest SASSA news and grant information. Share this video with friends and family who might benefit from this information. Leave your questions and comments below, and we'll do our best to address them in our upcoming videos.